When we talk about ReactJs, then we hear these terms virtual DOM, Babel and JSX. So in this video, I'm going to talk about these terms only. But before that, let me introduce you to CodePen.io. So this is the great online platform tool where you can test your front-end code and you can share it as well. Alright guys, so I'm gonna use this tool for today's video. Let's get started. Okay guys, let's log in so that I can save my work. So let's log in with GitHub. Go to this pen. Okay guys, so this is the editor I'm gonna use for today's demo. Alright guys, so let's prepare this HTML. So if you have watched our previous video, then we talked about empty div in index.html. So let's have one empty div having one ID. Let's call it root. Okay, so I'm not gonna use CSS, so let's minimize this one. Alright guys, so let's write simple app component which will print hello world, as simple as that. Okay guys, so now we need to render this app component inside the div in the left hand side. Everything is good, but nothing is getting printed in the output. So let's look at the error first. Okay, if you look at here, unexpected token is coming. That means JavaScript engine is not recognizing this HTML div element inside the JavaScript function. This HTML you are writing inside the function is actually called JSX, not HTML. Alright, I'll discuss JSX in detail. Let's run this program first. Go to settings. Let's select JS and you need to select JavaScript preprocessor as Babel. Okay, so Babel is a JavaScript transpiler. Transpiler is just a tool similar to compiler and interpreter, but its main job is to convert one programming language source code to its equivalent programming source code. Got it? Here in this case, in ReactJs world, Babel is used to convert JSX syntax to pure ReactJs calls. Okay, initially it is used to support backward compatibility of the scripts as well. Now obviously we need ReactJs library, so let's go for CDN link as of now. Let's search for the CDN link React. Okay, so here you can find the CDN link. We'll be adding two CD link. First one is this ReactJs, add it here, and this one also. Now save it and you should be able to see the output. Here we go. Hello world is getting printed in the output console. Okay, so let's copy this one and I'm creating one more component. Paste it here. Let's name it JSX form. So inside this div, I'm just introducing one input component. I'm writing JSX here, please note that. And BR, it's more like HTML for the easy development. Just introduce one button which is called submit button. Okay, button closed, and this is JSX form component, and I'm just importing that using that JSX form component inside this app component because I'm ultimately rendering this app component. So here we go. In the output console, if you see, we are able to see this input and submit button. Alright guys, so now let's see Babel in action. So just visit babeljs.io. There you'll be finding this Babel and go to this try it out and select React. Alright guys, as we already discussed, Babel is a transpiler which converts JSX syntax to its pure JavaScript ReactJs calls. Alright, okay guys, so here we'll be seeing actual Babel in action. So in the left hand side I'll be typing JSX syntax, and in the right hand side it'll be converting that JSX syntax to pure JavaScript ReactJs calls. Alright, so let's look at the demo. Input element written in JSX is getting converted to pure JavaScript ReactJs calls. Here react.createElement. Let's say I'm introducing one more attribute inside the input element. Let's say type equal to text. If you notice in the right hand side, this is getting converted to pure JavaScript code. Alright guys, so this is about Babel. Okay guys, so in ReactJs we don't write HTML to form UI components. Instead we heavily rely on JavaScript code, obviously with the help of JSX. You can directly use ReactJS calls as well, but it becomes much more technical, complex, and maintaining that code is not very easy since you are already familiar with HTML script, right? Okay, I have prepared two components. One is JSX form component and another one is ReactJS form component. Okay, so both will work. Okay, let's use this React form component inside the main component, which is app component, and it should print the React form output. Alright guys, so now let's understand about virtual DOM. Okay guys, so firstly, what is DOM? DOM is a document object model which forms the UI. Okay, so whenever any web page loads in the browser creates a document object model behind the scene. Okay, alright guys, so let's look at the HTML DOM. Right click on the web page and go to inspect, and if you see here, this is a tree like structure which is called HTML DOM. Okay guys, so why am I saying that okay this DOM is a tree like structure? Because if you carefully notice here, one element is inside another element. Okay, so with the help of DOM you can manipulate the UI according to your need. Alright, let's say you want to apply some CSS or you want to update some value in the web page. Then with the help of this DOM and JavaScript you can do whatever you want. Okay, so frequent updation on DOM elements would cause a lot of performance impact because of repainting whole UI again and again. Though you can make this whole updation process efficient by writing a good logic, but you have to spend your effort on that rather than solving actual business use case. And nobody wants that. That's why ReactJS comes into the rescue. ReactJS abstracts all these complexities and provide declarative approach and takes care of updating the DOM efficiently. In ReactJS, when UI loads for the first time, virtual DOM is created in the memory along with real DOM. Obviously, you know that real DOM is representing the UI in the browser. And now when the user changes the state of the UI, new virtual DOM gets created, which represents the updated node. Okay. Here in this case, red nodes are denoting updated UI state. Now ReactJS compares updated state virtual DOM to previous state virtual DOM to find out all the updated nodes. This process is called diffing. Alright. Now ReactJS takes care of reflecting only the updated nodes in the real DOM instead of repainting the whole UI. Okay. This automatically enhances the UI performance. Alright guys, so this is the use of virtual DOM in ReactJS.
That's it for today guys. I hope you like this video. I have provided some links in the description down below. You can check that out. If you have any query and suggestions, please comment it down below. I'll be happy to reply. So guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to click on like button. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Till then, bye bye. See you in the next video.